Hey, it's Deborah Poneman, founder of Yes to Success Seminars, where we offer knowledge and tools for you to live your ultimate life. Now, today, I'm not going to tell you how to do traditional networking, although I do teach courses on how to be an effective communicator, including networking. And maybe I'll do a vlog about that in the future. But today, I want to share about inner networking, which is a way to effortlessly attract the perfect clients, customers, contacts, all the C's, and even friends, and I don't know, maybe even a romantic partner into your life. And the basis of inner networking is you connecting to you. Because when you are the you that you are supposed to be, when your outside reflects your inside, when you're coherent and authentic, when you are one of those people who is, I don't know, who's just in alignment with who you really are, you will then become a vibrational magnet that will draw the right people to your door, even if you do not have your elevator speech down. People will just feel on some unconscious level that, like, I guess you'd call it the soul level, that they want whatever it is you have. Now, many years ago, I was asked to address a conference in Vail, Colorado. The other speakers on the program for this particular event were Marianne Williamson and Barbara DeAngelis and our dear Barbara Marx Hubbard, now departed. And these are all well-known and well-respected teachers. They all have New York Times bestselling books. Actually, they all have like a bunch of New York Times bestselling books. And they're considered to be modern day spiritual luminaries. The truth is, I couldn't imagine why I was invited to speak at this conference. Now, you might be thinking, why would you be surprised? You have a company called Yes to Success. You have an impressive list of credentials. I did, and I do. But when they called to invite me to speak, it was during my being a stay-at-home mom decade or decades. And at that particular time, it had been like, I don't know, like 16 years since I'd been on the speaking circuit, like 16 years since I'd spoken at all. For those 16 years, I'd been on quite a different circuit, no less fulfilling, but on this circuit, I didn't share the podium with spiritual luminaries. On this circuit, the only thing I shared was carpool duty. Right? Actually, I'd been on several other circuits at that time. I'd been on the Finding the Perfect Babysitter circuit and the Perfect Preschool circuit. And before I knew it, I was on the Finding the Perfect Prom Dress circuit and was actually in the middle of Finding the Perfect College circuit. And it's not that I didn't speak at all during those 16 years. I spoke a lot. As a matter of fact, not only did I speak, I even took it up a notch and I screamed. Things like, "You did what? You're wearing that?" And of course, the ever popular, "What were you thinking?" And I know you're going to be really surprised at this, but I never received one round of applause, not even one, not, and let alone a standing ovation. But at that time, when I was invited to speak and I hopped on the plane and flew to Colorado, were the participants, I mean, they had no idea who I was. They asked me if I had business cards, and the only cards I could find in my purse were the reminder cards for my kids' dentist appointments. Then they would ask me if I had a website. Oh, yeah, right. I had a website. I would say, yeah, it's like Deborah dot, you can't have the card tonight .disorg. So yes, I was surprised when I was asked to speak. But later, when they explained what they wanted me to speak about, it made a lot more sense. They wanted me to tell about my journey from traveling around the world and teaching seminars and being on this trajectory towards mega success to giving it all up and being a mom at home. And why did I do that? And how could I do that? And when would I be coming back? And what had I learned along the way? Well, you know that book, Everything I Need to Know I Learned in Kindergarten? The title of my book was going to be, which was actually the name of my presentation that night, Everything I Need to Know I Learned at Chuck E. Cheese. And my talk was not the glitziest. I didn't have any PowerPoint or cool animation. I mean, I didn't have a best-selling book. I hadn't been on the Today Show, But the audience loved that my message before I took my stay-at-home mom hiatus was do what you love and your success will organize itself. And it still was do what you love and your success will organize itself. And the inner coherence will vibrate out and you will attract the people and the places and the things to support everything your heart desires. Hey, I got plenty of raised eyebrows when I gave up my career to be a mom at home with the kids. But if I wasn't true to my own teaching, how could I expect anyone else to believe my words? I feel that people have authenticity meters now more than ever. And my meter would have been like way over in the negative range if I kept traveling around the world when my heart was at home with my babies. So here's the essence of what I truly believe. There is a new paradigm emerging on our planet. In even the worlds of business and politics, like the last bastions of rationality, they are even beginning to succumb. And I believe that this new paradigm is in order to thrive or even survive in the future, we have to be coherent. We have to be authentic. And people can sense incoherence a mile away. Am I right? I mean, I believe that true success is less about what we do than who we are. And we are already beginning to see that people and institutions that are operating in the old ways are beginning to fall. And one of the surefire ways to be coherent is to trust our intuition. Yes, here I go again about intuition. The more we exercise our intuition, the better it will serve us. I mean, do you find yourself rushing along in life at this scarily fast pace and your intuition is screaming, listen to me. And you scream back at it, I'm too busy to listen to you. I can't take time to stop and hear what you have to say. And you just plow ahead. And then you look back after you've created a mess and say, you know, I shouldn't have done that. I should have listened to my intuition. Sound familiar? Your intuition is your higher self speaking to you. And that higher self has a much wider angle view than you do, a much greater vantage point than you do, especially because the more harried you are, the more tunneled your vision becomes. If we want our inner to match our outer, we have to listen to our intuition and have the courage to act on the messages that our intuition gives to us. Do that, and that is when all of the people and the circumstances and the opportunity, as well as the clients and the customers and the contacts, will fall into place with much more perfection than you could possibly have organized yourself. When your authenticity meter is at its peak, like up here, people will be attracted to you. They will want what you have to offer. When it's down here, not so much. So let me share some other ways for you to connect with you and effortlessly attract your ideal customers and clients and contacts. And yes, my next point is the oft quoted law of attraction. See, the law of attraction, it's not really a secret, although I do acknowledge Rhonda Byrne for packaging it so beautifully and offering it in a way that millions of people could use it. But it's not something you need to learn because you live the law of attraction every day. Everything you attract into your life is because of the law of attraction. But what I suggest is you start making conscious use of the law of attraction. Simply stated, it's that you draw to you whatever is your dominant thought. If your dominant thought is negative thoughts of yourself or doubt or fear or thoughts of failure, that's what you're going to be filled with. And that's what you're going to attract into your life. If your dominant thoughts are positive, expectant thoughts of happiness and success, that's what you're going to draw into your life. So expect that your ideal clients and customers and companions are on their way to you. Thoughts are vibrations. Everything in your life started out first as a thought. The scientists in the movie, What the Bleep Do We Know? They suggest that individual consciousness can actually influence the material world through quantum mechanics. I mean, scientists in the movie prove that the whole world is a manifestation of our thoughts and that our thoughts affect, move, and even manifest matter. So if every desire starts out as a thought and that measurable vibration has the power to manifest, we might as well put it to work and let yourself desire the perfect people to come into your life. And don't forget, this law applies to all of life. If you want more good, rather than focusing your energy on the problems and the obstacles, focus your attention on what's already good in your life, what's already working. I'm not suggesting you use the law of attraction to deny or ignore your problems. You see, if you can just gently shift your attention to what's good more of the time than dwelling on what's not good, well, then the law of attraction states that what we put our attention on will grow in our lives. When you put your attention on the good, you vibrate good, you vibrate positivity, you vibrate optimism, and you become a haven, a lighthouse in the storm, and people will want to be around you. They'll want to do business with you. They'll want to have relationships with you. I would. And with that, look for the good, be aware if your inner matches your outer, and listens to your intuition because it knows something you do. Sending you love. Namaste.